Welcome back. This Memorial Day is not only a day to reflect, but also to prepare for the future. May 29th is known as 529 Day, a reference to 529 education savings plans. Joining us now to talk about these plans is Patricia Roberts with giftofcollege.com. Patricia, you and I have chatted about this previously and the benefits that this brings families. This plan isn't just something a parent can open for their child. Talk to me a little bit about the basics and what makes these college savings plans so special.
Absolutely, and thank you for inviting me on today to talk about this. So 529 college savings plans are named after Section 529 of the Internal Revenue Code, and these are special accounts that can be used to save for a particular purpose, and that purpose is higher education. What's great about them is that when they grow in value, the earnings on the account are not taxed along the way, and in fact, when they're withdrawn to use for a wide range of higher education expenses, not just college, those earnings are never taxed. So less tax can mean more money for college. Anyone can open a college savings account for anyone in their lives. It does not have to be the parent opening it for a child, although it often is. Could be a grandparent, aunt or uncle, could also be an individual like you or me, Noelle, opening it for our own higher education. So that's what's great about these accounts. And 529 Day gives us the opportunity to raise awareness about the existence and usefulness of these plans and gives the states like California an opportunity to offer incentives to their residents to get started saving.
What are some tips you have for families who are thinking of getting started? I know that you can do this as early as soon as a child is born, really.
That's right. You can do it as early as a child is born, and you can also do it while the child is still expected. So the parent or other adult could open it for the child, put themselves as the beneficiary, and then switch it to the child when he or she arrives and has a birth date and social security number. So never too early to get started, never too late to get started as well.
You mentioned the different states that have these offerings. State of California has a Scholarshare 529 plan, and there is a special promotion today on 529 Day.
Yes, I read about that. So like other states are offering promotions, Scholarshare 529 is offering one as well. I think it is through May 31st, and it allows an additional contribution to be made to the account for individuals who open it at that time. But best to check scholarshare529.com and get all those details.
Yeah, that's just an image there of the website. You know, college, Patricia, is very expensive no matter which route you go. Higher education in general can really put people back. Currently, there are millions of people waiting for student loan forgiveness from the government. I know that you used a 529 plan for your son, and he was debt-free when he graduated. So from a parent who has gone through this process, how does that feel to have a recent graduate be free from debt?
It feels awesome to have my graduate be free of debt. His dad and I had over $100,000 in student loan debt when he arrived in our lives. Wow. And we were determined to do better for him. I simply saved a little bit at a time directly from my paycheck into a 529 plan. We made sensible decisions when it came time to select a college, and he did get some academic scholarship money as well. But debt-free is one of the proudest moments of my life.
Nice. Talk to me just a little bit about the different unique ways people can donate towards a gift of college. I read something about using old gift cards for tuition dollars that can go towards these plans.
Yeah, so through my company's website, giftofcollege.com, you can trade in gift cards from a variety of retailers that you haven't used in the past, and instead you'll get a Gift of College gift card, which can be redeemed into any 529 plan account. So that's one way to come up with some extra money for college and to contribute to yours or someone else's account. Another way is most of the 529 plans have very easy to use gifting tools that allow the account owner to invite friends and family to contribute for birthdays, holidays, and other special occasions. So whether you use giftofcollege.com or you go through your own 529 plan, it's very easy to invite others. You do not have to do this alone.
That is definitely something that a lot of families need to keep in mind, especially as we're in this graduation season and folks are getting ramped up for college and higher education. Patricia, thank you so much for joining me and sharing about 529 plans with the folks here at home. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.